Okay, students, next subtopic will be continued. Acid react with metal oxides. Acids react with metal oxide. Take the tube, add the small amount of copper oxide, CuO, copper oxide to the test tube, and add the small HCl to the drop by drop with constant stirring. Means కలియబెడుతూ అంటే ఒకేసారి పోయకుండా నెమ్మదిగా డ్రాప్ బై డ్రాప్ కలియబెడుతూ వేయాలి. Now what changes did you notice during the reaction? When the copper oxide taken into the test tube and also hydrochloric acid added to the copper oxide by drop by constant stirring, and the copper oxide present in the test tube completely dissolved into the HCl, and this solution appears to be bluish green. Understand? When the copper oxide present in the test tube, if you added the HCl to the above solution, this copper oxide dissolved in the HCl, this solution appears to be bluish green because this copper oxide turns into copper 2 chloride. Copper 2 chloride. Understand? This solution appears to be bluish green. This means the copper oxide turns into copper 2 chloride is called as it. That means it gives salt and water. Here is understand. Okay. Copper oxide taken into the test tube, added the small amount of HCl with constant stirring. This copper oxide completely dissolved into the HCl solution. This solution appears to be bluish green. This means this copper oxide turns into copper 2 chloride. Okay, now write the reaction take place between copper oxide plus 2HCl gives rise to copper 2 chloride, CuCl2 plus H2O. Let us see. Copper oxide CuO plus HCl, 2HCl gives rise to CuCl2, copper chloride plus H2O. Copper chloride is a salt, H2O is water. This reaction similar to be neutralization reaction. Did you understand? This reaction similar to be neutralization reaction. Okay. In neutralization reaction, the acid react with the base, gives salt and water. Here is copper oxide react with HCl, acid. Understand? Copper oxide plus HCl. HCl is in acid. Gives copper chloride plus H2O. Copper chloride is a salt and H2O is a water. Okay. Now, the acid react with base, gives salt and water. Here is copper oxide react with acid, HCl, gives rise to salt and water. Now, what is the nature of copper oxide? Did you understand? Understand? Nothing but copper oxide is a base because copper oxide plus HCl. HCl is an acid, gives salt and water. Copper chloride is a salt plus H2O is water. Okay, these reactions same to be neutralizing reaction. That's why copper oxide is a base. That's why the base react with the acid, gives some salt and water. Now copper oxide is a base plus hydrochloric acid is nothing but acid and gives copper chloride, salt plus H2O. So metal oxides are basic in nature. Copper oxide is a metal oxide. Copper is a metal. O is oxide. Copper oxide. Copper oxide is a basic in nature. When the base react with hydrochloric acid gives salt and water. CuCl is salt plus H2O is water. So one is acid, second one is compulsory base. When the base react with the acid, gives salt and water. Understand? So metal oxides are basic in nature. Now the base react with the non-metallic oxides. Okay, first one, acid react with the metal oxides. Metal oxides are basic in nature. Now base react with non-metallic oxides. Take a small amount of base sodium hydroxide into the test tube, added the small amount of now NaOH solution react with suppose calcium hydroxide తీసుకోండి. మనం ఆల్రెడీ రియాక్షన్లో చేసుకున్నాం కదా. టేక్ ఎ స్మాల్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ calcium hydroxide is nothing but a lime water. Understand? Take a test tube, take a small amount of calcium hydroxide into the test tube and pass the gas through the lime water. Calcium hydroxide solution. What did you notice? That means CaCO3 plus H2O. White precipitate is nothing but a salt along with the water. Here is, let us see. calcium hydroxide is a base. When the carbon dioxide react with the calcium hydroxide, gives CaCO3 is nothing but a salt plus H2O is nothing but water. Okay. Is also likes to be neutralization reaction. CaOH twice plus CO2. CaOH type is a base, CO2 we don't know about nature, and gives CaCO3 plus H2O. CaCO3 is salt, H2O is water. Okay, these reaction appears to be neutralization reaction. Understand? Neutralization reaction nothing but acid react with base, or base react with acid, gives salt and water. Here is one base, calcium hydroxide is a base, so second one must be acid, so gives salt and water. Calcium carbonate is a salt and H2O is a water. So calcium hydroxide is a base and carbon dioxide is acid. Understand? When the base react with acid, gives salt and water. Calcium carbonate is a salt and H2O is a water. Okay, and here is carbon dioxide is in acidic nature because second one is a base. So the next one compulsory acid. That's why carbon dioxide is a acid. That means all non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. All non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Okay, students? Okay, tomorrow we will continue another topics. Okay, now I will ask you another questions. What is the nature of metallic oxides? And what is the nature of CO2? What is the nature of CO2? And what is the nature of CuO?